A very warm welcome inside the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre. It is semi-final number 2. We are about to get underway. It is Cambridge in blue taking on the United Cities of the Midlands, UCM, in their bright, luminous green. Face-off goes the way of Cambridge. Remember, 3 15-minute periods for the semi-finals. Shot on goal, saved. Oscars Dulkins putting the attempt on goal early. Aaron Blowers with the save. Linus Forsberg, captain of Cambridge, sends it down the rink. Nearly turned over, is turned over. Ripped high and wide. That occasion. Igoras Bulas not able to keep his shot down. Given the nature of floorball in this country, some of these players actually do their weekly training on different teams to those that they represent. As Peter Koblowski centers for Koblowski. Good save, Martin Gemza. Sayanovs. Sent back to Martins Boitmanis. Tries to send it down the ring. That's been collected by Brezina for Cambridge. Dropped back to Juha Kaumanen. Elvis Sarkans will pick it up on the left wing. Right, Linus Forsberg put that attempt on goal. Good poke check there from Dusan Kubik. And an attempt at a quick restart from Cambridge. UMC getting back into position quicker. Remember, these two teams looking for a place in the final. They will take on the Great White Sharks of London, who got past the Southern Vipers 8-2 in a really enjoyable game of floorball. And again, don't let that scoreline fool you. It was a brilliant game, as for just a moment it opened up for Ben Dawson. Looked like he was ready to grip it and rip it from in front. Ball just skirts away from him that time. Jans Wilders, he drops it off to Mattis Bulas. Patient play from UCM as Kessler putting the pressure on. That's got away from Miroslav Visek. Dusan Kubik sends it behind. Shot attempt on goal from Visek. And he backs Igoras Bulas into the goal. Ripped on goal. Not troubling Aaron Blowers that time. I know he did well to stay with it. And let us know where you are watching from, and make sure that you share out that you are watching the Floorball, National UK Floorball semi-finals. Of course, bronze medal match and the championship match to come later today. Pekkaker, Kaumanen, Sarkans. Tries to find Koblowski, dispossessed by the UCM captain. With a tricky footwork of Sarkans, causes some trouble that time for Artus Vitulins. Elvis Sarkans finds Koblowski. Koblowski shown one way, then the other. Really good defending from Igoras Bulas. Daniel Schlappi. It's been collected by Artus Dulkins. One half of the Dulkins duo. It's been turned over. Artus Dulkins. And that's come off of the stick of Forsberg. It will stay with the team from the Midlands, UCM. Again, these two have had numerous great battles. And again, as we said in the first game, they've taken games off of each other this year. And I think you can tell from the get-go how well these two sides know each other. As it opened up just for a second, Dusan Kubik can't direct that on goal. Gemza did well on the first. I think he'd have been stranded on the second if not for some solid defensive work. Kessler sends it forward for Forsberg. Good battle. Forsberg comes away with it, rips it on goal, blocked. Didn't know a lot about it. Nick Clapham ripped on goal by Kessler. And Clapham collects. Martins Bulas. It's Nick Clapham. It's a long shift. Oscar Stulkins, one of the players we were lucky enough to interview ahead of the game today. He's constantly moving in the offensive end. Forsberg in a battle with Clapham. Dispossessed him initially there. Great flow to this game. This second semi-final. As he says that, of course, the commentator curses it. Ball out of play. But really high tempo stuff. Getting us underway. Bogdanovs tried to link up. We've got a whistle. So it will be Cambridge ball. Elvis Sorkins. Sorkans. Get there in the end. Gets us back underway. Kublovski tries to get by his man. Vitolins gets into the hands of Blowers. Solid work from Aaron Blowers between the pipes for Cambridge. They've only brought the one goaltender today. 2 for UCM. Shot on goal, ripped on net. Pekhaker. Vitolins ripped wide for UCM. Attempt from Bogdanovs. A bit of a push there from Arturs Vitolins. It will be Cambridge ball. Centered, brilliant pass, just a little too high for Miroslav Visek that time. And the balls come down. So it's a timeout to get the rink set back up. So a massive thank you for joining us, and a massive thank you to everybody here and from everybody here UK Floorball Federation for making today what is sure to be a brilliant event. We've already had one great game, and this one is going to be a thriller to the final whistle. Solid defense there by Dawson, showing him down the line, and it is Cambridge ball. Dawson sending it forward, centered for Kessler, can't quite catch up to it. Massive congratulations to him, recently married. Shot on net, just pulled wide. Miroslav Visek. And in fact, somebody got a touch on that. Was that Gemza? Must have been. Tried to centre. That's been picked up, however, by Daniel Schleppi. Good ball movement from UCM. Brezina trying to centre. Brezina dispossessed in the corner, sent down the line. Dawson, good defending. That came off the stick of Kessler. Still centered. If That would have got onto Semyonov's stick, but it's Forsberg. Centers! Can't keep his shot down. Brezina. I think the whole world thought Forsberg was going to take the shot. He's got a brilliant shot on him. Again, very experienced player. That was not what he intended. Sarkans picks it up. Dawson. UCM able to recover quickly. Not able to recover possession though. Sarkans still with it. Rips it. Koblovsky not able to direct that on goal. Taking it around net. Looks to centre. Shot on goal. Good save by Sprutznieks. Clapham on the pass from Wilders. So with Koblovsky. Finds. Just doesn't find, in fact, Dusan Kubik. It was right there for him. Of course, it's Gemza in the UCM goal right now. Centering pass intercepted by Elvis Sarkans. Dusan Kubik finds Sarkans. He's being pressured. Very effective pressure there. Tandem of Bulis and Vitalins. And it is with Bulis now. Good patient play. Centered in front, and that's a brilliant finish. UCM lead. Oscar Dulkins goes forehand, finishes backhand. And that is a great start for UCM. Just what they will have wanted in what is going to be a very tight encounter. Allowed any kind of space in front. And Oscar Dulkins is going to punish you. 1-0. UCM lead it over Cambridge. Trying to centre. That was Arturis. Dulkins. Ripped on net. Saved that time by Blowers. Pekkuker. Gets away. Again, just off the blade of the Cambridge players. Dusan Kubik looking like a threat for Cambridge. Each time in that little passage of play, the pass wasn't able to quite get where they wanted. Pekkuker. Can he square it? Tries to find Kubik. Again, selfless play from Cambridge. You do wonder, should you take that shot yourself? Centered, tame shot attempt, but Mattis Bulis making things happen. Making things happen. Forsberg, just wide. Gets it back. Very nearly got by Gemza there. Kept the 5-hole closed. I think the feet were together. The knees were certainly open, but he kept the ball in front of him at all times. We've got about 2:50 left in this first period of play. UCM lead it 1-0. We have had a lot of action, a lot of energy already expended in this first 15 minutes. And when both these teams have, no matter how this game goes, they've got one more game to play. The medal matches, they start at 3 p.m. Ripped on goal. That's Oscar Dulkins trying to get his second goal of the game. Bidzovsky finds Koblovsky. Out of play. Will remain with Cambridge. Sarkan's shot took a deflection off Vitalins. Igor Bulas tries to send it down, all the way down. And that's a holding of the stick. No penalty, just a regular infraction. Otis Dulkins had a good look on goal there. Great save by Blowers. He was set up early in position. A goalie with good experience. Forsberg. Kubik. Out of play. It's going to be Cambridge possession with 1:03 left in the first period of play. Dawson. Linus Forsberg. I'm not sure if we've seen Juha Kaminen into the contest yet. Kessler trying to take it direct. Doesn't like the lack of call. He's going to have to get up on his stick. He does, Forsberg. Under a lot of pressure from UCM defenders there. Martins Boitmanis. He was hoping for a face-off there. As it is, Martis Poulos. Strong young player. It bobbles out of play. How long is left on the clock? 25 seconds left on the period 1 game clock. Into the hands of Blowers. Kaminen tries to send it right down to Pekka. Miroslav Visek gets a stick in there. Great battle right beneath us. Good physical, well, take good physical play. Strong physical play from Simonis. Not legal, so it's a free hit. I think they took too long to get that shot away. And that will do it. Period 1 is in the books. United Cities of the Midlands lead Cambridge Floorball Club 1-0. It has been a tight, close affair. But what it hasn't been is cagey. Both these teams have gone after it 110% from the opening face-off, and that is exactly what we expected to see from these two teams, is what we wanted to see from these two teams. And I think we're going to see 20 more minutes of exactly that coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Cambridge trail 1-0 to UCM in the second semi-final, live in Crystal Palace. Welcome back in. Second period of play is underway. Cambridge trail it 1-0. UCM wanted the high stick call there. Called on Elvis Sorkans. Was not forthcoming. Igor Bullis, player who does spend time training with the Cambridge team, so none of the opposition are strangers to him. You will have seen them this Tuesday night as Blowers with the solid save straight into the gloves. And again, that was part of our conversation with the Cambridge team. Equipment worn by goalies. Some favour gloves, some don't even wear long sleeves, as that is dispossessed. The captain Vitulins loses footing, and that's going to be Cambridge possession as Juha Kaminen bumped over the boards. Nothing more than just a regular infraction. Kessler tries to rip it on goal. Great goaltending there by Martin Gemza. That's been picked up once again by Miroslav Visek. Sent back around. Kessler tries to rip it on goal. That's right hand side. And that's definitely physical play. Use of the body there by Daniel Schlappi. Sending, I think it was Dusan Kubik over the boards. Miroslav Visek with a gentle one. Dusan Kubik. High and wide on that occasion. Lelis. Visek sends it all the way back to Forsberg. Kessler sent in behind. It's back with Kessler. Miroslav Visek trying to power his way towards goal. Drops off to Kessler, out of play. Will remain with Cambridge. Cambridge trail 1-0. Oskaris Dulkins with that one goal in the game so far. Linus Forsberg, captain, sends that one wide. Cambridge are head coached, of course, by Dimitri Kessler. Juha Kaminen stays in bounds. Dusan Kubik tries to centre Elvis Sarkans. What can he do from in front? That's been blocked by the younger Bullis. And he's been enveloped, not able to get out of the space legally, so it will be Cambridge ball. Koblovsky, Sarkans. He's got great handles, Sarkans. Tries to rip it on goal. Somebody got a stick blade in the way. I think Gemza would have been equal to that attempt. His positioning looked very, very good. Igoras Bulas. Centering past Vitulins. Back to Vitulins. Rips it on goal. And wide off the pass from Raivis Bogdanovs. so far. Very interesting to compare the way Game 1 and Game 2, Semi-Final 1 and Semi-Final 2, I should say, have gone as Forsberg, as that's been whistled dead. That first semi-final, there was quite a lot of infringements. An entertaining game, an enjoyable game, a good game, as Kessler picks that up and wide. Whereas, except for the exact time I've been making this point, this game has flowed quite smoothly. Rankans. Squared across. Oskar Stulkins. Buras. Pekkaher putting his football skills to good use. Vittelins tries to turn a corner. He's been hit in the back there by Pekkaker. So that is going to be a penalty. Roman Pekkaher, I expect to see going to the penalty bench, and he does. So the first power play of the game, first opportunity for a penalty kill from Cambridge. UCM will have the man advantage for 2 minutes. So 5-on-4 advantage. One plays nothing. UCM lead Cambridge with a golden opportunity right now to add to their lead. Centering pass, can't go. Schlappy not able to put that on net. Sent straight into the hands of Martin Gemza. Ripped from the centre. Good pressure, out of bounds. Really good pressure from UCM. They're keeping the ball well, they're moving the ball well, but Cambridge doing a very good job on this penalty kill so far. Got to find the balance of getting bodies in the way, but also giving your goalie a sightline. As that whistles by Artur Stulkins, he's already got 1 goal in this game. From right in front, Blowers with the save, gives up the body on that one. That's why he's wearing the padding. And he was telling us that his chest protector doesn't do a lot to dull that feeling of getting hit by a plastic object that really does travel. But it is good for rebound control, and we saw that there. It really killed that shot dead, that shot from Ivos Rankans. Kessler sends it forward. Koblowski can't keep up with it. It's Gemza. Vittelins tries to center it. Koblowski, really good. Did really well there to get the possession, and it will remain with Cambridge. Too much contact on the sticks, and another stoppage in play. Will remain with Cambridge. Dmitry Kessler. In fact, Koblowski with the free hit, straight into the wall. It's Kristaps Kumins getting us back underway quickly. Vittelins switching the play over to the left. Bogdanovs. Kumins. Vittelins looking to set up. Didn't catch the shot. Dawson wasn't too sure where that went. I think that came off of Dawson's stick. Power play nearly over. Out of play. Roman Pekkaker. Still on the penalty bench. Oskar Durkins. Beautiful pass across. What a goal that would have been. It's come off the shoulder of Kessler. As Cambridge back to full strength. Pekkaker. Back onto the floor. Bringing it up is Krumins. Still Krumins. Going anywhere with it. A bobbling effort on net from Bogdanovs. It's a long shift from UCM. No real opportunity to make a line change. Vitellins. Sarkans. But did just enough to dispossess Oscars Dulkins. Not able to rip that on goal like he would have wanted. Yanis Vildas. And it's UCM possession in the corner. 9:05 left, or thereabouts, in the second period of play. Here in semi-final number 2, UK Floorball Federation. It's the national finals 2022 being played out of the historic Crystal Palace Sports Centre. Beautiful, beautiful, warm venue for us this afternoon. Nick Clapham. Jans Wilders. That's a fine defensive pairing. Mattis Bulas. Clapham. Sarkans. Loses the stick. Able to regain possession. And it's Fordersberg. Juha Kaminen. That was centred a long way down. Luckily for UCM, Clapham was ready for it. Kessler tries to centre. Again, as that save from Aaron Blowers is a perfect example of why you've got to keep your feet together as a goalie. You can have your knees open and wide. As Kessler puts it down on the chest, and he scores a beautiful goal. Dimitri Kessler, the lofted pass out of defence, takes it down on the chest, the turn, the finish, it was all there, and it gets by Martins Gemza. We're tied at 1. Cambridge back in it. 6:54 left in the second period of play. And it's the head coach, the newlywed, Dimitri Kessler, with a spectacular goal to tie us at 1. How do UCM respond? Artes Dulkins. Oh, beautiful spin move. The hook nature of a floorball stick really allows for, if you whip it enough, it's got a bit of curve to it, you can keep really clean possession. We see goals scored that way. They're called Zoros. As another attempt, chested down nicely there by Kristaps Kumins. And it's been whistled dead. Dusan Kubik used a bit too much of the body on that occasion. It's Daniel Schlappy. Sent over to the left side. Centering effort. Blowers never going to be troubled by that, but still tried to make sure. Sarkans. And an opportunity for a line change for Cambridge. Dimitri Kessler as Miroslav Visek. Kessler. Little 1-2 there with Pekakar. Can he do it again? Tries to centre there to Visek. In front is Pekakar. That's been taken the other way by UCM. Beautiful pass. Artis Dulkins. It's over it goes. But a good sign of intent for UCM. Ripped on goal. Great save there by Blowers. Attempt there by Vitalis. Pekakar. That's a goal! Cambridge take the lead 2-1. Get yourself in the right positions and things happen. Miroslav Visek puts Cambridge in front 2-1. And in a matter of a minute, the game has swung in favour of Cambridge. But again, we knew this would be a tightly contested matchup between these two clubs. They love playing against each other. They love to beat each other. As a centering effort has been picked up. Koblovsky, dispossessed very nicely. In fact, it is illegally so by Artus Dulkins. Centered. Can't finish. Took a touch somewhere. I think Gemza may have sent it behind his own goal. Going to come forward with it is Krumins. Still Krumins. Tries to rip it on goal. It's out of play. Will remain with UCM. As Matis Bullas, in fact, a full line change for UCM. And they have 4 full lines, 3 defensive pairs and 2 goaltenders. They have come prepared for a very, very hot, sticky day in the capital. Crystal Palace Sports Centre, a beautiful venue. And a venue befitting a game, a weekend of this importance in UK floorball. Nick Lappin sent it all the way down for Matis Bullas. Going against Elvis Sarkans, Bullas as well. Somebody who does spend some time training with Cambridge. So, has been under the learning tree of Elvis Sarkans, who is a very tricky ball handler. He's got really good handles. It's Cambridge now, slowing things down. Linus Forsberg. Remember, place in the final is at stake. A matchup with the Great White Sharks of London. They won their first semi-final 8-2 over the Southern Vipers. Southern Vipers will play in the 3rd place medal match. That is slated to have the 3 p.m. face-off. Ripped on goal, great save, blowers. Bogdanovs. Dangerous partnership he's got with Oskar Dulkins. Dispossessed. What can he do? Penalty is coming. A good penalty to concede for Cambridge that time. They'll be a man short. And they're a man short all right now, as UCM have got the extra attacker on the floor. 6 plays 5 right now. Delayed penalty coming for Cambridge. UCM making the most of this. A 6v5 will end as soon as Cambridge gain possession, if they do so. Centered. Everybody trying to prevent the shot from Oskar Dulkins. He's already got 1 goal in this contest. To the bench, Juha Kamanen. Two minutes. He hit the stick of the offensive player on a very, very good goal scoring opportunity. So a smart foul, a good foul to take, or penalty to take, should I say. And he will see his side short-handed for 2 minutes. That ends in the event of a goal, of course. Kristaps Krumins. Krumins rips it home. And we're tied at 2. Brilliant, brilliant shot. Right in front. From the point. Through a crowd of bodies. Played I mean, a beautiful wrist shot. So much power in that shot. So Cambridge were able to stave off that equalising goal for a couple more moments. But they lose out on the power play. Kristaps Krumins, his first goal of the finals. We're tied 2-2. These two are going to be right together all game long, I promise you. Artis Dulkins. Krumins sends it all the way out of play. I mean, after you've just done what he's just done, why wouldn't you go for it again? Pechaker tries to find Kublovsky. Good battle there between Kublovsky and Daniel Lelis. So Lelis thought he was being basically enveloped. Instead, it was a push that was assessed. Woodmans loses out. Kessler tries to drop it back. Nobody home. Martins. Voigtmanis. Pressure from Forsberg in the corner. Turn on goal. Voigtmanis was there. Shanach with the attempt. And that's another attempt from Martins. Voigtmanis goes over the top of goal. Out of play. So Cambridge weathering a storm right now from UCM. They're doing a good job. But they need to try and be positive. Visek had the position in front, tried to get the tip in. Strong defensive stand by Bitovsky. A push has been assessed and it will be Cambridge ball. Getting us quick underway. Tries to go for a beautiful centering pass. Ben Brezina. The young Czech forward. Not that time. Final minute of play. Final minute of play in this second period. We're tied at 2. Cambridge and UCM. That's been kept in by Cambridge. Oskar Stukins. Otters Vittelins. Didn't have the sight of goal he would have wanted. Cambridge hoping to have the final possession of this period. UCM have it back in their own end. Rankan sends it down. Vittelins, Durkins, they're all there. It's back with Rankans. Vittelins, the captain, has 2 sticks on him. Oskar Durkins, the opening goal scorer in this contest. Rankan has space, room and scores. UCM back in front. Ivars Rankans has his goal. You could see that one coming just a little bit. The space he was afforded, the space he drifted into, and I don't care who's in goal. That is always going to be a very, very tough ask for any goaltender in the world to save. 3 bodies right in front. And that will do it. Period 2 is in the books. Cambridge, they had a 2-1 advantage. But UCM, with grit, determination, and some clinical finishing, They have regained their 1-goal lead, and they will take that into the final period of play. We'll be back in a couple of minutes' time. UCM lead it over Cambridge by a score of 3-2. Back in just a moment. "15 minutes to go. 15 minutes to decide who makes it to the final." UCM, they've got a toe in that final right now. They lead it 3-2 over Cambridge Floorball Club. This one is going to go down to the wire. Cambridge, I think it's fair to say, have had some really good looks at the UCM goal, but the finishing from UCM has been clinical. There are certain things you can't do and succeed in this sport, and giving the players the room that they've been afforded in the slot, players of these quality will always punish you. Bulas rips it on goal. Good Save with the hands by Blowers. He's a very active goaltender. He likes to get out in front of the plate, in front of the ball with his hands. Whereas other goaltenders, they might let that come to them a little bit more. It has served him very well in a fine career. As Krumins sent in and then out of the rink. Pekkaker in the corner, battling, fouled. Just a regulation infraction. Will not be sending anybody to the penalty bench just yet. Again, for rules fans, this is the last tournament being played in Britain with the 2018 rule set. The 2022 revision will be coming into effect next season. Beautiful pass out to Dawkins. He wanted it. Did not come to him that time. Koplovsky has been blocked by Krumins. And now Krumins taking it the other way, finds Semyonovs. Centering pass. Arturis Dawkins was the target. And we spoke to Oskars Dawkins yesterday. He getting to know series ring, UK Floorball. Dusan Kubik as Linus Forsberg takes an elbow or maybe a stick butt to the face. He's holding his eye. Not an intentional thing. I wouldn't have thought from Daniel Lellis, and they've had a nice chat about it, but yeah, Forsberg will likely, Forsberg will need a couple of moments to compose himself, to recover. So Cambridge will be playing without their captain for a couple of moments. Of course they're not. It's Linus Forsberg. He will try and stay on. But the head coach, Dimitri Kessler, thinks better of it. 3 plays 2. Cambridge down 1 to UCM. Juha Kaminen over Sarkans. Still with Sarkans. Kaminen. Juha Kaminen not able to get his pass where he wanted. Sarkans back with it. Centered by Kessler. Pekkaker had just dropped back to look to collect that pass from a slightly higher vantage point. We apologise for any loss in quality right now of the stream. As Kessler can't quite direct that on goal. Shot attempt from Miroslav Visek. Juha Kaminen wrapped up. Foul. Kessler. Cambridge not taking the opportunity for a line change there. as Kessler can't direct that goalwards either. Juha Kaminen. And Dimitri Kessler is down. He's holding his head. Hopefully he is okay. So the two captains brought together, Linus Forsberg and Oskar Dulkins, and we have restarted with ball going back to Cambridge. There was no infraction on the play. Unfortunately, it is just one of those at times. 10:50 left in the semi-final. A matchup with the Great White Sharks of London is the reward for one of these teams. So far it is UCM who edge closer to that date with them. Linus Forsberg, who took that knock earlier. Centering effort. Can't go. Ben Dawson tries to centre. That has been cleared into the boxes, and we're going to need a new ball. Again, absolutely taking no chances, not risking anything. Kessler, the look-off shot attempt. Beautiful effort, didn't go. Willas under great pressure from Dusan Kubik. Vitulins centers, scores! And it's 4-2. Arturs Dulkins gets his first goal. And after a brilliant period of pressure from Cambridge, UCM stretch their lead. They're up by 2. Vitulins had it on the right-hand side, centering pass. Scored by Arturs Dulkins. Nine minutes 40 left to play. Cambridge now need 3 goals if they wish to advance to the final. Sent all the way down the rink. Been picked up by Linus Forsberg. Linus Forsberg, sorry. Ripped on net by Kessler. Can't go. No call there. They wanted it for Dulkins. Sarkans bringing it up the rink. Dmitry Kessler. Miroslav Visek loses out possession. Artus Vitalis. Been turned over in the middle. Kessler finds Dusan Kubik. Tries to get the shot away. Miroslav Visek brings it down with his chest. Uses the tricky footwork. That's been dispossessed. Kessler, 2-on-1. Centres. Visek, great save! Martin Gemza gets the reaction a save of that caliber deserves. He had the 2-on-1. Really solid defensive play there from Igor Zbulas as well. As we hopefully welcome back those on the stream. Apologies for the difficulties we have been experiencing. This full game will be uploaded to the UK Floorball YouTube channel for you to enjoy, for you to digest after the game. It's 4-2. UCM have just had a stonewall goal saved by Gemza to keep their 2-goal cushion. Cambridge, they've really got to push the tempo now. That's into the hands of Aaron Blowers. Needs to get rid of it. 7:24 left in the third and final period. Who will play Great White Sharks in the final? Pekaka not able to get that pass where he wanted. Krumens, he had a crucial goal in this contest. Tries to go for the backhand. That's been picked up by Juha Kamanen. Very experienced Finnish player. Oskar Stulkins finds Kristaps Krumens. Daniel Schlappi tries to turn and go. Oskar Stulkins. That was on a line to Didzis Simonis. Looking to centre it again. Kibbles. Juha Kamanen. Centred. Can't go. That, I fear, would have been game over had Boitmanis been able to put that one home. Juha Kumanen. Pekakar. Roman Pekakar. Dispossessed. Petr Koplovsky. Petr Koplovsky, too high on that one. But this is the intensity that we can see floorball being played at a high level, as we're seeing here in Crystal Palace, as time has been called. Opportunity for the two teams to talk it over, and opportunity for me to just take a breath. 5:45 left in the ball game. Cambridge trail by 2 to UCM. So, welcome back inside the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre. 5:54 left in the contest. I told you, you were forewarned. This one would go to the wire. It's a good lead. It's a healthy lead. It is by no means an insurmountable lead for UCM right now as we finish the time out. For a place in the final. We have 5 minutes to go in the contest. Oscar Stulkins. Dulkins. That's really good patient play from UCM. Working hard to get the look they were after. They got the look they wanted, was not able to go. Cambridge being penned in right now, and a turnover in a very dangerous position. Great play there from the Cambridge forward. Benjamin Brezina was able to take that up the floor well. Moment of danger averted, but for how long? Ivers Darankans. Absolutely no stranger to this Cambridge side. He's played in a number of the 3-on-3 tournaments that Cambridge have hosted down the years. Switched across to the right wing for 4:30 to go. And that's a good save there, Aaron Blowers. Artis Dulkins. A pest, a menace. If you're a Cambridge supporter or a Cambridge player. Undoubtedly a workhorse and a major part of this UCM side. Forsberg trying to get ahead and get space. His stick was hit by Daniel Schlappi. Nice little show of respect between Forsberg and Schlappi. Cambridge devoting more men forward at each occasion now. Trying desperately to get that one goal. And then can they get the next goal? UCM putting on a bit of a clinic right now. How to control possession. So, oh, what a goal! What a finish! Kristaps Krumins. The ball bubbled up off the stick of a Cambridge defender. And the quick thinking of Kristaps Krumins. Wrists it, snipes it past Aaron Blowers. Nothing he could do there. Though we've seen shots like that. Sorry, great effort like that in our first semi-final. Into the side netting. Nothing with the precision of Kristaps Krumins there. That was a brilliant, brilliant goal. Has it sent UCM to the final? We will find out. 3:24 to go. That is a long time in the game of floorball. Cambridge, it took them just a minute in the second period to score 2 goals. They're going to need 3. And as that's going to get more difficult, Pekakar tries to send it to Visek. Visek can't get it on the right side of his stick blade. Pekakar in the corner. Kessler, beautiful goal himself. Roman Pekakar lost his footing. I think he just about stepped on it, on the blade of a stick. Nick Clapham taking it down the right wing, tries to centre, shot on goal, great save. Blowers alive to it. You can't hold him accountable for the goals conceded by Cambridge today. They've been absolute snipes. Every one of them, as drying off a bit of perspiration on the floor. Again, very hot day inside the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre. Again, we thank our match officials. Our referees travelled in from Finland to officiate a huge, huge game, huge set of games in the UK floorball calendar. And a fine job they are doing as well. Battle in the corner. Bulas dispossessed by Visek. A penalty coming. And it will go against Igoris Bulas. He's headed to the penalty bench. It will be a free hit and a power play. This could be just what Cambridge needed. 2 plays 5, 2:33 left in the contest. It will be a free hit from the corner. Have to move quick. Kessler. Forsberg. Kessler. Juha Cameron. Difficult bounce, but dealt really well there by Bidzowski. Cameron! Just off the goalie's best friend, the outside of the crossbar. 2 minutes to go. Cameron under pressure from Autos Vitalins. Delayed penalty coming. Forsberg. A goal now would really help out the Cambridge cause. In fact, not a delayed penalty. I tell a lie. Shot on goal. Goes wide. Forsberg picks up in the corner. And a really good bit of defending there by Ivo Zorankans, who scored the 5th goal in this contest. Kessler in the corner. Scored one of the goals of the day already. Forsberg. Cambridge, they have a man advantage, but this has been a brilliant, disciplined penalty kill from UCM. Cambridge rolling dice. They've gone for the extra attacker. They're 6 on 4 right now on the floor. Juha Cameron. Forsberg. Forsberg rips it on goal. Kessler. Final minute. This is for pride more than anything. Doesn't go for Ben. Bensinskis tries to get it in the second attempt. A big collision. Flying out of goal was Martin Gemza. It will go the way of UCM. That shot attempt, Jakob Bidzowski. Not able to get it done. And with 20 seconds remaining, it's looking like a very good day at the office for UCM. But Cambridge, they've played their part in what has been an enthralling game. It's not over yet. Schlappy tries to centre in front. Delayed penalty coming. And that's illegal stick hit. Elvis Sarkans sent to the penalty bench. It is immaterial right now. The score, 2 plays 5 in favour of UCM. The time, 4 seconds left. Face-off win by UCM, trying to go for that 6th goal. They don't need it. That will do it. UCM are headed to the final of the UK Floorball Federation National Finals 2022. They have taken down Cambridge with a final score of 5-2. A brilliant encounter from start to finish. It was close. At no point, though, was it cagey. Both sides came to play. Both sides came to win. And I am very confident in saying that both sides will leave this game proud of how they went about it. Proud of how they went for the win from start to finish. Cambridge, they have fallen in the semi-final, but their day is not done. They have a huge contest. They are taking on the Southern Vipers, who fell to the London Great White Sharks 8-2 in our first semi-final. That game will be at 3. And our final, it has been confirmed. UCM versus the Great White Sharks. That is at 5 p.m. face-off. What a game we have seen. Some brilliant performances. The 2 goals from Kristaps Cummins, especially his second goal. A little bit speculative. The ball had bobbled and he sniped it past Aaron Blowers. And a beautiful goal from Dimitri Kessler. Chested down, turn and finish. What a beautiful show of floorball we have just seen. And if you didn't catch it all, don't you worry. We'll have the replay up later today so you can enjoy at your heart's content. A massive thank you for joining us here live at the Crystal Palace National Sports Centre. Go have yourself a delicious lunch or whatever it is you're going to do for the next hour or so, and then we'll be back for the bronze medal match. As it is right now, UCM, the United Cities of the Midlands, they head to the final. They took down Cambridge by a final score of 5-2.